So I'm sure many of you have seen that video by Dr. Asif where he's talking about, oh, my brothers in Islam, mashallah, they go to Morocco for their first, second, third, fourth, fifth marriages, whatever it is. And he's so insanely proud of it. Like, he's like, mashallah. These are the same Muslim men that use the word yani in the middle of sentences when they don't speak Arabic generally. Just to sound like they're, in with it and they know what they're talking about. Guys, saying mashallah, inshallah, alhamdulillah, and yani does not make you a religious scholar, firstly. And secondly, it does not make, forget scholar, it doesn't make you an expert in the deen. I'm out here, I'm very honest that I'm still learning, I'm still growing, and, what I understand, I share with you guys. But we have a really serious problem with these men who are making this semi-famous influencer type lifestyle, and they're going out here and they're telling young men how mashallah it is to go to Morocco or go to wherever to find your wives. Oh, because the women in the UK are just so like this and they're so like that. So instead of men having conversations with one another about improving the state of society because they are the leaders and they are in control, they just go to the next best place where their smallness will be perceived as bigness. That's how insecure these red pill guys are. And you can see it in their eyes. They were very, very hurt by a woman one time. And they were unable to recover from that. And that's what turns them into this. Trust me when I tell you, ladies, men are about 10 times more sensitive than we are. And imagine, we know how sensitive we are. So they just are better at putting a front on because society has also, created a structure for us in a way where men can't, express themselves and whatever it is. So if they've been going like that since they were a child, they have a lot of suppression. When they finally go to a woman that they trust and they felt like, oh, this is going to be it or whatever, and they hurt her, they could not recover from that. They don't have the emotional intelligence and the tools to actually get over that pain that they went through. Women have more of a capability of recovering from heartbreak than men do, because we face our demons. When we have heartbreak, we deep dive. We analyze all the scenarios. We think about what happened. We think about what we did, what they did, how it happened, whatever. But with men, they block everything off. So what happens? It builds up. We turn around and we look at our baggage. Men don't look at their baggage. They just let it build up in the background until they snap. And that's what ends up with this red pill community of men. Oh, women are just, something you just get by. And if she ain't acting right, then you throw her away. It's a defense mechanism. You think you're coming across really masculine and tough, but what you're giving is broken and damaged. What you're giving is lack of emotional control. What you're giving is a lack of masculinity. Because masculine men don't sit around worrying about, oh, I'm going to get screwed over next. They're treating that girl so good that that girl is behaving. And I use that word really carefully. But according to men, that's, the ultimate thing. Like, this woman's behaving right towards me. She will. And if she's not, as a masculine man, when you are sure and certain that you're giving her all the things you should as a masculine man, and she doesn't, reciprocate, or her behavior doesn't align with what you want, you'd simply and politely tell her that we're moving on from each other. You don't go online and go, yeah, just go to another country because the girls there are rubbish. No, what that translates to is we cannot reach the standards and the requirements for the girls in the Western world. They are now getting their own stuff. So me simply bringing her to my mum's house and letting her live rent-free is no longer attractive. She wants a man who's a go-getter? What? She wants a man who works on his mental and emotional and physical health? What? She wants a man who listens to her concerns? Nah. Let's go to Morocco, bruv. Let's go to Morocco. Because at least when she's complaining, she's yammering in Arabic and it's not English and I don't understand it anyway. So there's another excuse I've got not to behave correctly. Because it doesn't matter where you go in what part of the world. If you are not a masculine man, women ain't staying around with you anyway. And even if they are, they're the woman you resent because you know full well that she's only just putting up with you.